All right, guys, y'all already know, man. It's another video with your boy Trey with Let's Just Talk Fitness. Again, man, we got something right here. Hey, this is a long time coming, man. I'm not even going, because if y'all know me, y'all know my face, most of y'all know my face, then y'all know who that is. You get what I'm saying? She may be over here, but y'all know who that is. Y'all know exactly who that is, man. This is, you know what? I'm gonna let her introduce herself, but I just want to let y'all know, man, if y'all love the content, if y'all love what you're seeing, if y'all loving these videos, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel, to the page below. I have my link to my email list where you can sign up. I give out promos, story content. I give out different type of free content, health, fitness content that I promote on there as well. And you'll get to know more about your boy. So follow me on there, click the link, and you can subscribe to my my email list. I also send out free reports and things of that nature. But with that said, let's get into it. Who do we have here today? Who do we have the pleasure with speaking with today? Who are you?
Why you gotta do me like that? Why you gotta do me like that?
You already know, because they know you. They know. I just don't even have to. I wore her shirt. I did everything. Can you introduce yourself?
Let's do it. What's up, y'all? My name is Shakita. I am owner, mommy, nurse. I say it owner, but CEO, personal trainer for Go Fitness.
And they know. That's the thing. All the other people I've had to kind of like throw them in, but with you, when it comes to you, you have a name that rings out. Unlike most people that I know. No, it's fact. Everybody I talk to, they always go back to you. Other people videos I like on Instagram or on TikTok, you right underneath their comment. So I didn't want to like give you the same intro. I did. So with that said, Kita, I want to say thank you. I want y'all to know that I'm honored to be interviewing her. Again, she's the one that sent me the shirt. If y'all saw that TikTok where I wore a shirt and it was gomommyfitness on it, that's her. And that's who I've been promoting and things of that nature and just been rocking with for a minute now. So with that said, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from? Where were you raised? A little bit about your background and your childhood history.
I am from Durham, North Carolina. I am the only girl of 4 kids, raised very sheltered and protected. Quiet little thing, because I was always by myself. The boys was always able to run outside. I couldn't go outside because I was a girl, so I couldn't run the streets. So I was a very quiet and shy kid, but I had a pretty dope childhood regardless. Good times.
When you say shy, because that's something I don't get from you at all. Like it's crazy. When did were you always shy? Was this just a natural thing? Did you become shy? And when did you realize that you were, and when did you break it? Like, what was the transition?
I think I became that way because I was a loner all the time, just with my siblings being outside. So it kind of forced me to be good in my own company. But what that did was that made me fearful to be in front of the class. And, I was that kid that hated to be late because I didn't want people looking at me. That was me. And I finally broke out of it because I remember, I don't know, I think it was a teacher who kept just poking at me. And I don't know why. But I'll never forget my grandmother. When I finally kind of snapped, I think I might have snapped on the teacher and you're just a little mouthy with her.
Yeah.
And my grandmother was so happy because she said, I knew you were going to get tired and I knew you were going to snap out of this. So I don't know if something happened that kind of made me a little bit withdrawn and maybe I was a little bit lively and bubbly before. I don't know. But I just remember she was just so proud that I whole disrespected the teacher. Because I was tired of being messed with.
Yeah.
So it kind of came out then, but I want to say really in that was like middle schoolish, but in high school, like 10th grade, I really became like comfortable around my friends and, groups of people that I'm familiar with. Still didn't want to speak in front of strangers or present in the classroom, but I think that's normal.
Yeah. Absolutely.
for most teenagers. But just as far as coming out of my shell, it was like 10th grade. Yeah.
And great. What happened then? Like, what made you, I guess, finally become comedy? I know you snapped on the teacher, so I'm sure that gave you.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah. Come on now.
My three brothers, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when we were in the house together, I got picked on. Like that's just the type of household we were. So I got picked on a lot. And as we got older, like my brother's friends would pick on me. Like it was just everybody pick on Keela. So I grew up thinking I was ugly and everybody picked on my glasses. I grew up thinking I was fat, all of these other things. And now my brother will laugh because he didn't know, like I was like holding it, like internalizing everything. And of course they didn't intend it to be that way.
Yeah.
But when somebody let me know that I was fine, I didn't get arrogant, but they let me know that I wasn't fat, I was pretty. And I think at that time I had contacts. Like once I got contacts in high school, I never wore glasses again.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it was kind of like when I started to get interest, I never it just clicked like, bro, you're not what they're saying you are. So I didn't talk to no boys or nothing like that. I wasn't fast or anything like that. It was just like them telling me that. It just kind of removed the scales from my eyes. Like, you aren't this person that they're saying you are. And it was like it took for that to happen for me to stand tall a little bit. Yes. Yeah. So that is how that happened.
That is funny. So because you were this shy, reserved, if you want to call it that, but just a shy person who, like you said, were a bit of a loner, quiet to yourself, people tend to have picked on you.
My brothers. Like, when you go to school with people, it'd be groups of friends, a group of boys and a group of girls. The boys just always picked on the girls. You know what I mean?
That's
like
funny.
Elementary school, it wasn't one of those things where I can sit here and be like, oh my gosh, I was bullied and it was horrible. Like it was something that I was used to from home.
Yeah.
And then I would get it from the kids at school because we were all in the neighborhood. So I think it was all love.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, but it was just relentless.
Yeah.
So I was just taking it, and instead of it just being jokes, I was internalizing it. So that's all. Yeah.
So you all you would say that you're a very close-knit, family-oriented person.
For sure.
Okay. Good. Because I see that as I learn you more. You're always talking about your siblings. I can tell or sense where you get that sense of camaraderie and backbone, that support.
Oh yeah. For sure. Yeah.
I learned that a lot. So I just every now and then when I meet people doing these interviews, I try to tie those things together. But I love that. So when it comes to Shakita today, when it comes to you now, your day-to-day life, what is it that you do? What's your occupation, hobbies, things of that nature that you do that caters towards your personality?
I work out.
Absolutely. That's you. Yeah.
I work out. I'm a nurse. I'm a licensed practical nurse, an LPN. I've been an LPN for 8 years. I think it's been 8 years.
What's the LPN? You want me asking?
A licensed practical nurse.
Practical nurse. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool.
Been doing that for 8 years. I've been a mom for even longer than that. So this entire journey of mine, I've been a mom.
Yeah.
So I don't have too many hobbies for myself because it's just I've been a mom. So working out is my hobby. Working out is my thing. That's my one thing.
Yeah.
So I told myself I made a promise. I'm going to give myself one thing, and it was working out.
So you were intentional when it came to fitness. You were intentional about it. You didn't necessarily stumble into it. You were intentional.
No, I stumbled into it.
Stumbled into
it because First of all, just to take it back a little bit, it's always piqued my interest. Even in high school, I wanted to be, I can't even remember what the name of the class was, but you know, they had a weightlifting class.
Yeah, like physical.
I remember wanting to do that, but I wouldn't because it was all boys. Again, that was me, shy girl, not settled. I just felt like that wasn't appropriate to be one of the only girls in a whole group of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I never even said anything. I tried to get personal trainers throughout the years. I've joined gyms throughout the years. It just didn't work. But what pushed me into it for this final time was the fact that I had my baby girl, the Thunder. And she messed my body up. My core was super weak. My back was really weak. I could just barely hold my pee. Just barely. Excuse me. And that wasn't the case before her. So in my neighborhood, I had seen this guy. He was always working out with this girl, and her kids were there. And so I thought maybe that was, you know, him and his family, and they were just working out together. But turns out he was a personal trainer. So I reached out to him to get started, got started with him. Core got tighter, back was getting stronger. I could hold my pee.
Wow.
It just kind of became it became routine.
Yeah. And a lifestyle.
It definitely sucked at first. It wasn't a lifestyle. It still hasn't become a lifestyle yet.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, it still hasn't become a lifestyle yet. I still feel like I'm just, you know how somebody say they're a baby in the faith?
A baby in the faith.
I feel like I'm a baby in this, you know what I mean? So it was becoming a routine. I was going to him at 6 a.m. and I was enjoying it. It was hard. It was mentally taxing. It was physically taxing. But I was uprooting things and seeing changes, and I just had to continue. I ended up not working with him. I think I worked with him for like 3 months. And in that transition, it was difficult for me to work out by myself, but I slowly started to come into working out by myself. It took me a couple of months, but
That's fast.
I got into it, and it was just kind of like one day God was like, yo, document your fitness journey on YouTube. And just to backtrack that a little bit, whole 2020, I'm fasting and praying, and I'm tunnel vision, and I got nothing but God on the brain. And I just kept praying and praying and praying and praying for my purpose. Like, please tell me what's driving me crazy.
Wow.
And while I'm alone, trying to hold my pee good and keep my core tight and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's when all of this stuff was coming about. And I'm like, document my fitness journey. Brother, I don't even take pictures. What do you want me to do? I don't like to be nobody to look at me, let alone you want me to put something that I do on TV.
Wow. So still this shyness. Still this shyness a little bit.
Still this shell. Like, bro, I'm not taking no pictures. I can't record. I can't talk to them. Who am I talk to? What do you want me to say to these people? But I tell you what, it was kind of like those thoughts were going on in my mind, just a little bit of that fear, but it was no doubt that I was supposed to do it. I was like, bet, because I've been begging you for this. How dare I not?
Yeah.
So I just got stressed myself out, but got started. And I was like, well, you know, if you want me to do this, you're gonna have, what's the name of the YouTube channel? Boom, Go Mommy Fitness. And it was kind of like, you know, as I'm putting one foot in front of the other, he's giving me the name of the YouTube channel. He's giving me ideas. What your first video should be about. This and that. Like, I have a whole notebook from the first day
you showed me.
wrote in it.
You showed me that notebook. Yeah. Is that notebook you showed me, right?
Yep.
Wow.
I have that notebook. So when he speaks to me, I write. And that's how Go Mommy Fitness came about.
I never knew this, man. Y'all learning some stuff that I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? I thought I knew you. I feel like I don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
And let me tell you something else.
Please.
Go Mommy Fitness was like the mask. I was still trying to do Go Mommy Fitness and hide myself. But I think that's why it took so long for me to officially launch a year later, because I had to get comfortable with Shakita. Shakita is Go Mommy Fitness, not me trying to hide behind it.
And Go Mommy Fitness is your LLC. It's your company. It's your business. Just for people who don't know. Okay. Okay.
Wow. So yeah, I had to be like, nah, y'all, I'm Shakita. I do this, I do that. This is Go Mommy Fitness. So if I had launched last year, y'all wouldn't have got that.
So it took you a whole year to finally, I guess.
And it wasn't intentional. It was just like that year of growth. Like he had to, I'm still walking one foot in front of the other, but the way the path was designed, I had to come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
So
that is crazy. Okay. So you've launched your own business. You've launched your own business, which is Go Mommy Fitness. You're also a nurse at this point. Okay. You being a nurse, is that something you always wanted to do and something that you want to do, and you're tying your business into it with that sense of fitness? Okay, can you talk about that a little bit? Is it, where is this going? What made you step out into this, this LLC life?
Let me get some water because of cough trying to.
Nah, go ahead, and cough if you need to. God, we all good.
I've been sick, y'all. Bear with me.
Absolutely. We all know.
Thank you. So my mom used to tell me, be a nurse, be a nurse, be a nurse. They make good money. You'll have job security. You're going to always have a job. No matter what happens, you're going to always have a job. You need to go to school for nursing. So I want to say it was about 2011 or so. I did the nursing thing. My daughter was, I don't know, 6 or 7. So it was just kind of like, I'm tired of this. I'm struggling. I'm a single mom. My mom helping me out. But I need more. Like, we need to be able to stand on our own. So I went to nursing school, straight through, didn't fail any classes. Everything was all good. Passed the certification exam first time around. Wow. Went through that whole thing, and I hate it. I hate nursing. I hate it.
Wow. You hate it like now?
I always have. It's not for me. And I knew it wasn't for me, but I also knew I needed to provide, right? And I say that I'm a nurse because I worked hard for it. And even though I hated being a nurse, I was good to the people that were my patients. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure they still remember me to this day. Wow. So I'm proud of it for sure. I just know that it's not for me. I don't like it. I don't like being on that side of healthcare where people are so debilitatingly sick that it's really nothing they can do to reverse. I want to be on this other side and either catch it before it happens, or it's happening, you just found out and it's still enough time to reverse.
Wow.
And I didn't like it. I hated it. It's not for me. But it's something that I do appreciate those who have the passion for it and who are in the field and who worked through COVID. Anytime I see a nurse or somebody, I didn't work through COVID.
Oh, you didn't? You didn't work through COVID? Oh, wow. Okay.
No, I wasn't at the bad side through COVID.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I always thank a nurse. I seen a lady the other day and I said, thank you so much, nurse, for your service, because I know I have friends who are nurses. I know what they go through. So yeah, but now it's not for me. It's something though I can use to incorporate into Go Mommy Fitness because I'm familiar with the body. I'm familiar with how the body works. I'm familiar with diseases, especially the most common ones:
Yeah.
diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney failure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that anybody should be doing rigorous training with kidney failure or any of those things, but I can use what I've learned to help. I'm not going to diagnose and treat and prescribe by any means, but if you tell me, hey, I'm a diabetic, then I know if you work out, your blood sugar is going to be low. You know what I mean? Like, we need to know if you ate.
Yeah.
We need to know emergency contacts. Like, it's just other things that I can be aware of just because of my experience as a nurse. Wow. It's a population that I may not want to work with if you got a certain situation going on, because I feel like that might be too risky for you. So it's just, I can still use my experience. I still feel like it was a part of my path. Yeah. But that just wasn't the ultimate goal for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I can relate to that so much, you know, being or doing something or majoring in something or having a degree in something that you just don't enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Something you just don't enjoy, something you just aren't, you know, is in your calling. You know, you're not supposed to be here, at least not forever. You know what I'm saying? And to hear that you are in that now, like I'm capturing you, I'm interviewing you when you're in there, not when you made it. It's
I'm
now.
Still here.
You still here. That brings me such joy. And then to see how you took this leap, and if you can go into that a little more, just this leap into your LLC. When did you decide? When did you make this decision and go, I'm doing it? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do this. I'm going to start it. How did you feel on that day, that first day you went to that site and made purchased the LLC certificate, waited for it to come back? You know, like, what made you do that?
Obedience. Obedience. Like I said, I had been begging to know what I was supposed to do on this earth for so long. So even though I was afraid, you know, when he told me what to do, when I tell you, I went full steam ahead on everything. I went full steam ahead on everything. Everything.
Wow. So obedience to what it is he was telling you to do. You didn't want to walk in your own way. And I'm assuming, you know, probably the past of you doing that made it clear why you shouldn't. You know, so you taking that leap. What has that brought you? Even though you're not probably where you want to be, you taking that leap. Are you still afraid? Are you still in fear every day? Do you still so you feel, what emotions are you going through right now?
I'm not in fear every day, but I still go through the motions. Like, I'm still gonna walk in my obedience, but I still be like, God, why you tell me to do this? What is it that you want me to do? Who you want me to, not necessarily who you want me to talk to, but what you want me to say to them? You sure you meant me? Are you sure you meant me?
You sound like Moses right now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
And of course, there's fear because you're walking into something that you've never done before, right? And not only that, I'm walking into something where I'm still on my own journey. I'm not where I want to be on my fitness journey. So not only am I going in there to help others, I'm still on my path as well. So, and usually when you get with a personal trainer, they done been in bodybuilding competitions, and they already there. So it is really bizarre to me that I'm still along my journey, but he still want me to help others. And let me tell you something that's even crazier. From the moment he told me what to do, I was like, I am not going to be anybody's personal trainer. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to like it. I can't.
And now that's where you're headed.
Yep.
And we talk about this, y'all. That's the thing. That's the funny part about it. Like we talk about this separately, to where we have these conversations every now and then where we'll be like, you know, I'll ask her this or she'll ask me that. We're just bouncing ideas off of each other's head. You know, we're literally trying to, you know, we're like, where she is where I'm at. We're walking through this in some sense together. We're both going through the similar things, you know, but she just has a few things that are different, but it's the same emotions, it's the same fear, it's the same doubts, the challenges, the trials, the tribulations, the things that people don't see. You know what I'm saying? The late nights, the early mornings, and then you being a single mom on top of all that. I can only imagine. I know some other single moms that I've interviewed, or some that I will, that have also showed the same sense of tiredness, the same sense of struggle, the same sense of trying to do what you need to do. Like you said, be in a profession that you don't enjoy, but you trying to make provisions. And then at the end of the day, you drained of energy, but you're trying to get enough energy to make those posts. To come on, talk on it if you want to. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. 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 And I've had periods where I've fallen off. Like it gets to be so much that I'm trying to handle everything else that I'm not working out. Right. So it's like anytime a sacrifice needs to be made, I'm sacrificing me. So then I'm not happy. And it's just kind of like it's snowballing from there.
Exactly.
And then you hit the bottom again. You gotta be like, okay, let's refigure this out. Like that's happened to me so many times in this year. Like within this past year is insane. It's insane.
That's actually what me and the last person, Brittany, I interviewed like 2 days ago. That was what me and her were talking about. Now we hit on the topic of passion. And I know you are very familiar with that word, but I want to ask you a question in regards to that word. How important would you say that word is when it comes to this journey? Staying consistent, being able to keep going when you don't feel like it. How important is having a passion for what it is you do towards consistency and continuing to keep pressing?
I honestly don't think that passion is you're gonna run out of passion gas. Because I can honestly say that I started to develop a passion for fitness that I didn't know was there. But I guarantee you, if I'm tired enough, that passion ain't gonna make me get up. It's not. Like that. It just, to me, and this is not to dismiss anybody's opinion of it or what they experience, but just for me, passion does not keep me going. Right. The obedience don't always keep me going, because when you get knocked down so many times, you're like, gosh, good, I'm working in purpose, but that's when you get attacked the most. Right. So it's more about discipline, and you have to build that consistency. The only thing that is going to, the foundation of it is consistency. You have to have the consistency. Telling your mind that I am going to work out today. I am going to do this. I am going to do that, because your mind and your body gonna say, I don't feel like it. Well, we just did X, Y, and Z. We ain't got to, but you got to be able to combat that. Your passion is not going to combat that. That passion, I feel like, is just a byproduct of, it's like when you get happy, like, then you be like, man, I got such a passion for this. It's not going to always be there, because sometimes you aren't going to understand why you at a certain roadblock. I'm going and going and going, and I ain't lost no weight. I'm lifting and lifting and lifting, and I don't see no cut yet. You know what I mean? I don't see no changes. I don't feel no changes. This sucks. I don't feel like this. You do not get the glitter and butterflies right away. You don't. So that the word passion for me is just kind of like, I love it. I'm glad that it's there, but that don't keep me going. It's just developing that consistency is going to turn into a routine, and it's going to be habit, and that's how you're going to get there. It has to be just like you get up every day and you check that phone. Most of us do. We don't even get up to pee yet.
True.
And we checking that phone. It got to be a habit like that.
Where you're doing it, you're not even thinking about it. It's just gotcha. No, I love that. I love the way you put that. I really do. And that kind of led me into another question. I had another question too. It slipped my mind just now, but while you were talking, you had told you just mentioned something about your mind, your mentality.
Mhm.
How much would you say that plays into fitness as well? Because the other day we were talking, and we were just talking about how a lot of people go in with just the physical desire to look good, but
Mhm.
we hit on that. How many people don't speak on the
Mhm.
mental side of fitness, and how important that is to even begin to feel like you want to get up and physically do
Mhm.
something. How much would you
Mhm.
say that has, or this journey of your fitness journey has taught you the importance of that?